Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Nahi Javeria, your physical science teacher. Welcome back to the second session of Unit 1 Matter Around Us. I hope you all have understood our previous session about matter. So let's brush up a little. We had seen the different states of matter and their differences. The three different states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Solids have definite shape and volume, whereas liquids and gases do not have any definite shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are stored. The force of attraction between molecules is very strong in solids, whereas it is moderate in liquids and negligible in gases. This is because the molecules are tightly packed in a solid, they are loosely packed in liquid, and very loosely packed in gases. In fact, the molecules are in random motion in gases. Solids cannot be compressed, whereas liquids can be compressed to a small extent, and gases are highly compressible. So, let's move on to today's topic, which we all are much familiar with. What do you see in the given slide? You see a pot of biryani, a perfume bottle, an air freshener, some flowers, roses that is, a man smoking, and a gas cylinder, LPG cylinder which we use in our kitchens. What is the phenomena which is common to all this? Yes, it is nothing but diffusion. We all are able to smell all these things only because of the property of diffusion. What actually is diffusion? The movement of air, vapor of scent, and smoke from one place to another is known as diffusion. For example, if we are spraying perfume or deodorant in one corner of the room, it spreads in all directions within no time, and this is due to the property of diffusion. Diffusion is a very important process for living things. During respiration, oxygen diffuses from lungs into blood and carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood into the lungs. We'll just observe the diffusion of solids into liquids and liquids into liquids. Take two beakers, take some water in both the beakers. So we'll see how solid diffuses into a liquid first and then liquid into a liquid. So now we have taken some amount of water in both the beakers. Take a few crystals of potassium permanganate and add to the first beaker. We observe that these crystals dissolve in water due to the property of diffusion. A solid is diffusing into a liquid. Now take potassium permanganate solution, that is a liquid, and drop it into the water beaker. Here also we see that the molecules of potassium permanganate diffuse into water. I hope you are able to see the change in the color of the water. So in this activity, we see that the particles of potassium permanganate and water spread and mix with each other on their own. Same is the case when we add liquid potassium permanganate into the beaker. So what we have finally learnt is the particles of potassium permanganate and water move together. Therefore, we can conclude that liquids also diffuse with each other just as solid is diffusing with a liquid. Now let's start with the activity 2, wherein we'll see the diffusion of two gases. In this activity, we'll be seeing the rate of diffusion. What do you actually mean rate of diffusion? That is the speed at which both the gases move. So we'll be doing this activity with the help of ammonia and hydrochloric acid. So take two cotton balls, dip them in ammonia solution and hydrochloric acid solution. Place them in a open glass tube at both the ends and cork them. We see that in no time a white ring of ammonium chloride is formed towards the cotton plug dipped in hydrochloric acid, which shows that the molecules of ammonia have moved very fast when compared to the molecules of hydrogen chloride. They have traveled a little larger distance than the molecules of hydrogen chloride. Now just tell which gas has traveled faster? Ammonia gas has traveled faster. You can look in the slide the distance covered by ammonia molecules. It is greater than the distance covered by hydrogen chloride molecules. So, I hope you all have understood this particular activity. What we have seen in this activity is the molecules of ammonia are lighter in weight than the molecules of hydrogen chloride, because the molecular weight of ammonia is 17 grams, whereas it is 36.5 grams of hydrogen chloride molecules. So we conclude from this activity that the molecules of ammonia being lighter are able to move faster. So we can conclude that the lighter gases diffuse faster than the heavier gases. I hope you all are clear with the concept. The assignment for today is define diffusion. Give some examples of diffusion from your daily life. You can also cite other examples from your daily life apart from the examples which I have stated now. The third question for today's assignment is describe the experiment to study the rate of diffusion of gases. Clear, children? Now, I hope you all are completing the PDFs which have been sent to you. See to it that you complete the whole PDFs in your classwork. And if at all any doubts, you all can contact me during the time allocated. Thank you.